My name's David Young and I'm the Strength and Conditioning Coach at the Hancock Prospecting Women's National Training Centre. These are my top 5 tips for strength and conditioning for rowing. My first tip is to focus on technique and movement quality before adding load. Strength and conditioning should be a safe activity, and it should also be an activity that improves the robustness of our athletes and reduces the risk of injury for the future. However, done poorly and with excessive loads too early, we can actually increase the risk of injury, and this should be avoided. My second tip is to make sure you've got a really well-balanced training program. This should involve explosive exercises for the lower body, lower body bilateral, which means double leg strength exercises, some single leg strength exercises, upper body pushing exercises, upper body pulling exercises, and then exercises for the trunk and torso. My third tip is to prioritise the training of the core as part of your program. When I say the core, I'm talking about the muscles of the trunk, the abdominals, the muscles of your lower back, but also your gluteals and your scapular stabilisers. These are really important muscles in the rowing stroke and to reduce the risk of injury as well. My fourth tip is to be consistent with your training. As with other aspects of your rowing training, it's important that you keep this going on a regular basis. So even if you're only able to do strength and conditioning training once a week, it is important that you get that one session in every single week. My fifth and final tip is to have good intent in your training. So when lifting some heavier weights, maybe a squat or a deadlift, the focus should not only be to just move the weight up, but it should also be to move it as fast as you can, even if the weight is heavy and it only moves slowly. At the same time, intent can be really important in other exercises, such as stability or control exercises that the physio might have given you. They will give you clear cues on what you should focus on, and you should have the intent to focus on those key things as you do the exercise.